Hi guys, this is Chris from Kal-El Reviews, and this is a video review of the Hot Toys Bane figure from the Dark Knight Rises. Just using my Tumblr box as a background. Thought it was fitting. Anyway, this is Bane, and we're just going to go through all these accessories, the figure himself, the good, bad, the ugly, and so on. But first we'll just get him out of the way and we'll look at the packaging because that's quite nice too. So out of the way, Bane. And there we got the box, so quite a nice box in general. This is a shoebox type opposed to one with the fold out deal. So quite nice, I like this. It's got a nice rough texture here. Smooth writing, smooth box, and the rough bat symbol here. Really nice. Bane, you know, the usual Hot Toys DC symbols. And on the side it's got quite a nice cutaway there. MMS183, so that's Movie Masterpiece Series, 6 scale. On the back, just the, it's hard to see with the light, but just the credits there, Howard Chan and JC Hong, usual names you will see on Hot Toys figures. And we'll just get the front off. Now, normally when I do these reviews, Transformers and whatnot, I'm behind the camera. This one I'm going to be a little bit more to the side just to get around the camera. So that's the inside slip. Let the games begin. It's quite cool. You pop that out, and obviously I've got Bane out of the pack, but he comes in just the standard clamshell deal there with the multiple bits, hands, the coat and all that. But we'll get those out in a sec and have a look. I quite enjoy the way Hot Toys always put these moisture satchel things in here. I forget their name now because I'm trying to think of 10 things at once, but it's great because you know your figures aren't going to get covered in moisture. So let's get that out of the way. We'll get Bane back and all the accessories. Alright, we got Bane back and all his accessories. Now in the box he comes with this particular gauntlet on with the fist. I actually changed out already that gauntlet which has a hole in it. This one doesn't have a hole because the fist just sort of sticks out the end. I'll show you that in a minute. And this one's got a hole so that you can have that hand actually coming out and looks like he's got it on there. And it comes with that fist. No other clothing on in the box like that, so I'm going to count that as the base. So obviously it has another gauntlet. Got the bat cow, which will come in here, and we're going to focus. So there's the cow. It's got that rain looking treatment on it, very nice. It's just a little speckled thing to look like rain. So that's the cow. He also comes with this jacket, which is quite nice as well. I've still got it on the cardboard, I'll just show you. Everything Hot Toys does is very, very nice. So this jacket is brilliant. It's got the faux sheepskin there, which is really nice. Lining. This lovely pleather, I suppose, fake leather. On camera it just does not do this coat justice. This thing is really, really brilliant. So that's that coat. And he also comes with his shirt you see him wearing later in the movie under the vest when he's fighting Batman, which we'll show you on shortly. So that's that. That's all his accessories. Obviously the hands. Got some open palm hands, and we might want to focus back there, hey? So as I said, we've got open palm hands, gripping sort of, I suppose could hold a gun, fists, and just relaxed hands there. So anyway, we'll get those accessories out of the way, and we'll go through some of the details of Bane and his articulation at this point, and then we'll look at the accessories in play a little bit later on. Okay, we'll start off with the articulation, which is the biggest contention with this figure. It's been a problem for a lot of people. Bane's main pose is the old holding on to the straps there at the front, like the lapel grab. It's sort of his boss pose, you know. He can't do it, and that is due to, again, I'll try not to get my ugly mug on the camera. That is due to his arms will only bend that much. I'll just take that off the stand there. His arms will only bend just to 90 degrees there, which means there is no way he can get into that pose. Now, one thing a lot of people have been doing is Swapping out the bodies, especially with the TM20, I think it is, the Terminator body, which then has the muscular upper body still and can grab the lapels due to a double joint, which is fine. It looks not as aesthetically pleasing, but if you've got the shirt on or the jacket on, not a big deal. But Hot Toys were caught between a rock and a hard place, and they had to go between the aesthetic, which they got a really nice looking arm, obviously the cut here and the shoulder, but it was either this lovely moulding or have a double joint so it can do the pose, and I think most people would be happy with the double joint. Yeah, so be it. This is how it is. If you want to swap it out, so be it. The Clipper King did an awesome tutorial of swapping the bodies. It probably took him hours and hours and hours, but check that out if you want. Anyway, Bane's other articulation, obviously the shoulders will go in and out. If you go like this, you get that ugly ball there, but standard shoulder movement will go right around. The elbow will obviously turn and bend 90 degrees. Standard wrist will pivot in and out and turn. Head will move quite well. It's a muscular body, so it's got the rubber neck, but the head is quite emotive, moves quite naturally. He does have a waist twist and an ab crunch, which is good. Double check it was still on camera. Legs move quite fine, knees are really good, and we got rotation all around there, so you can get him in some pretty realistic poses, which we'll show you shortly. So articulation is really good. Let's zoom in a little bit, and we'll have a look at his face. And there he is, Bane in person. Badass head sculpt. This is one of the best sculpts that Hot Toys has done recently, I believe. Just brilliant. Trying to keep it in focus for you. But you see the eyes are very lifelike. Not quite as good as Purr's, but neat. See, it's got a very blue colour, which is screen accurate, but a black would have looked a bit nicer. Now, obviously, I've got a very white light on this. Well, not obviously, but so it will appear very blue to you guys, but in person it's a bit more of a turquoisey grey colour, but very nice nonetheless. You can see he's got the scarring all over the head there, which is brilliant. Coming right around, so looking really nice. I'm zoomed in fairly close, so every time I move it goes out of focus. You can see the scar there, which I'll show you in a bit more detail soon. More scarring. Very, very nice. So there is your head, brothers. So very cool. Coming up, looking at the vest, you can see very nice detail. It comes up a little bit on camera. You can see these like almost like wear on all this leather section, which is really nice. You can see the arms in a bit better detail there, so very well sculpted. The belt as well, coming around, got that leather, got good wear on there as well. The pants, really good. They could do with being a bit more baggy. I know, again, Clipper King had got them in some fabric softener and hot water and stretched them out a bit. Coming down to the boots, boots are quite nice. I know there's some customs going around, but I'm quite happy with those myself. Plain on the bottom, but there's your boots. So there's Bane, very cool. Let's get the vest off and I'll show you the scarring, and then we'll move on and keep adding layers to this guy as we go. Alrighty guys, we're back. I just thought I'd show you Bane without his top on, just to show you the wonderful paint job and sculpting they've done there. Just got him in a little bit of a pose there. We'll get that stand out of the way. So just wonderful sculpt all around. There's that scar we were talking about. We'll show you a little bit closer in a minute. But just a brilliant sculpt. So let's zoom in. So again, just awesome sculpting on this guy. The top half of the body is a rubber, the bottom half is just solid plastic, but very well sculpted. We'll just come around the back. And there's that scar we were talking about, which is very cool that they've sculpted that in. Looks awesome. Alrighty, let's move along. There you go guys, a little scene set up for you there. Bane's now got his undershirt on and his armour. A nice fighting pose there. Just giving giving Batman a big punch to the face. Batman's fallen away, so very cool. Might just handy cam this for a second just to show you a little bit better. So there you go guys. Batman's copped it, and very cool scene. So it just shows you Bane with that shirt on. Hides the arms a bit, so this is what I was talking about. If you had one of those bodies that you could put like a TTM 20, the Terminator body, you could have the arms a lot freer and not see the joint. So anyway, let's move along to the coat. Alright guys, there's Bane back with the coat on, or his jacket, whatever you want to call it. It's an absolute mongrel to put on. For Americans, it's a bastard to put on. It's just, it's horrible. You can see here I've had a heap of trouble getting the gauntlet. It looks cool, don't get me wrong, you know, but yeah, I quite like him in the shirt, as I showed you before, fighting Batman like that. But that's him in his coat. I'll just show you. You know, it looks really good, but yeah, it's just, you know, a mongrel to put on. So that's his coat, and now I'm going to get that off. I'm going to show you how to change the hands, and then we'll look at the base and we'll finish up. Now as for changing hands guys, this is the gauntlet with the hand in it at the moment. The way you get that in is slide the hand in, flex the fingers, and you pop that thumb through. With the other hand, you've got this. Sit the fist in there like so, and then pop that, obviously there'd be a peg there, and then pop that on like that. Alright, so I'm just gonna, this one's already got the peg in it, so it helps to keep the peg pretty center. So bring that up, pop that on. I'm going to work the sleeve down over there, like that, and there you have his hand on like so. Now, at the moment I'm using Batman's base just because it suits Bane better with the snowy thing, but we'll have a look at Bane's base. Alright, so this is Bane's base. Got that sewer look to it, very well painted, nice nameplate on there, but the complaint is it feels very flimsy. Now part of that, in my opinion, is it's got a billion holes on it. Not a billion, maybe a couple hundred, but you know what I mean. So that makes it a bit unstable, but once you got it flat on the ground, it's quite firm. So the base is quite nice. Nicely painted to get that rusty look, and yeah, when you got it, something sitting on it, it's fine. Alrighty guys, let's finish up, put these back in pose, and we'll go over the finally. Alrighty guys, so finishing up, overall Bane is a brilliant figure. The coat's fiddly, the boots pretty accurate but rubber, so you get what you get. The pants need to be a little bit baggier, but again, unless you're really nitpicky, it's not a big deal. The shirt and the vest make him look quite bulky, which is great. The head sculpt is brilliant. The body's good, but the arms really should have been double jointed so he could pull off that double lapel pose. Obviously it looks great with Batman. Yeah, Bane is definitely worth picking up. Just such a great figure. Very happy with him. Be careful of those press studs on the back of the vest. They can be a bit fiddly, but definitely worth picking up if you're a Batman fan, especially if you like the Dark Knight Rises. Very good figure. Now, screen accuracy is pretty close. Again, not perfect unless you're comparing them directly together, you're not going to notice like the pants are slightly different and so on. But thanks for watching, guys. Any questions, let me know. This is my first Hot Toys. I've done on the 6 scale, but I mean the first Hot Toys review. Try to make it fairly comprehensive. So just let me know what you thought. Any suggestions, great. But just don't rip into me. So thanks for watching as usual. Follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Please leave some comments and share the video as I said. But again, that's Bane, that's Batman. You're a viewer, I'm Chris. See you later. Hey guys, I just wanted to give a couple of quick shout outs before we finish the video up. Obviously you've seen the little brought to you by the awesome people at Plato's. Go to their site, they're an awesome shop that's just gone online. Their website is www.platospopculture.com, and this is their Facebook, which is facebook.com/platos.pop.culture, or just search Plato's Pop Culture. Go and like their Facebook page, check out their website, it's being updated all the time. So very cool people. Also I want to throw a shout out to Cool Collectibles on Facebook. So it's with a K and a K. So Cool Collectibles there. And also his YouTube, which the dude does awesome work and he doesn't have enough subscribers, so please go and search for YouTube/user/CKLY76, or just search for Cool Collectibles and go over and subscribe him because he's an awesome dude. And another shout out just to the Clipper King, because hey, he's the Clipper King and he's very entertaining. So again, /user the Clipper King, or just search the Clipper King, one word. So big shout out to those, Plato's, Cool Collectibles and the Clipper King. Bye bye.